to have the law of sines memorized, that bottom left one. And I'll leave the law of cosines on the board. Okay. Also, you need to know SOHCAHTOA as per usual. No.
So is our test still tomorrow? So do we turn our page? We did.
The one where we did like 3 problems?
Yeah.
No.
They don't know how to do this.
It's fine. We'll learn how to do it. Yep.
Let me give you paper.
Not the Indian.
Not my paper.
So this one's just fine. I guess I should just say anyway.
What chapter is this?
9.
This is recording, right?
Yep. Did I write that too small? Alright, so 1 and 2 are both right triangles, which means we can use SOHCAHTOA.
Yep. Dude, are we just reviewing for the test?
Okay, relative to angle A, 8 is the what? Adjacent. 10 is the hypotenuse. Which trig function uses adjacent and hypotenuse? Cosine of the angle equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So what are we going to plug in our calculator? Inverse. I'm glad we're not saying -1 anymore. We're big. We're big time.
I bet it was exact. No.
Yeah, probably. You've been wearing that Joy sweater a lot.
I know, because I'm cold and I don't have any long sleeves.
You don't have enough sweaters at home?
I don't. I have
She
like 3.
bit.
So I just rotate.
You're just a joyful person.
Because I don't have enough long sleeves.
No hoodie.
I have long legs.
You can't wear.
I can wear it.
You can't? Why don't you?
I wear it.
Why don't you?
I
Okay.
just said I wear it.
What'd you guys get?
Yes, I do.
36.9.
36.9? Okay. 2, this time we're looking for a side. So relative to this angle, 8 is adjacent. Is this cosine again? 8 is adjacent, x is hypotenuse.
How many questions are there?
13.
Bro.
How many questions are on the test?
13.
What is it?
Oh, and I put a bonus on there too.
Let's go.
So that'd be 14, count that one.
Is it like a hard bonus?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's.
It's kind of like the last problem that I helped you guys with on the last assignment. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Okay. Cosine of 34 equals adjacent over hypotenuse. How do we solve this when the x is in the denominator? These switch places. X equals 8 over cosine of 34. I've lost it.
No.
Yeah, I'm old and stiff. Okay.
Wow.
What'd you guys get?
9.6.
Alright. Oh, I guess put an X up there. Okie dokie. Number 3. Alright, this is not a right triangle. Okay, when does law of cosines work?
Side, angle, side.
Side angle side,
Side,
or side. If you're not sure what to use, I would just try law of sines first, and then if it doesn't work, you know. But yeah, this is angle side angle, which is not side angle side, not side side. So this would be law of sines. But there is a problem here. Like, we have this angle for this side, but we don't have this angle for this side. So how do I find this angle?
180 minus all that is.
Yeah, 180 minus those two will give us the missing angle. 146. 180 minus 434. We do 180 minus 110 plus 36. Okay. You guys, how about I write number 4 down while you guys are trying, and we'll see if you got it right.
What's your favorite kind of pizza?
Supreme. Finally asked me a question I had an opinion about. The more, the better. The more toppings.
Girl, you don't like Chick-fil-A. I don't want to hear you say anything.
You don't get an opinion.
I like Chick-fil-A, it's just not the best.
Ew, I hate Chick-fil-A.
Hope's back there in the kitchen eating like half of what she cooks.
Are you doing big?
Not directly, no. Okay, yeah, so sine of 34 over 14 equals sine of 36 over x.
14.3.
And I would cross multiply. X sine of 34 equals 14 sine of 36. So solve for x, we would divide by sine of 34.
14.7.
Hope says 14.7. You guys concur? Well, this is side, 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 but it also has an angle there, so yeah, we do still have enough info for a lot. Well, it's side, angle, side, but it's also like angle, side, side. We do have enough info, because if you did like sine of x over 10, you could do sine of 42 over 14. So there's still only one variable. So you can use law of sines on this one. It would work. The new, or the younger, Mr. Frederick, the younger,
Which one?
the new version. If you don't count I guess his sons would be Mr. Fredericks also. The 4-year-old version of Mr. Frederick. Is he in kindergarten or? You guys know? The older one?
And she's in pre-K, and the other one's not in school.
Oh, you would know.
Yeah, the young one's like 2. You don't know. Okay, we don't know. Alright. So you could cross multiply here, but you could also just multiply by 10. So sine of x equals 10 sine of 42 over 14. And you do sine inverse of that. What'd you guys get? Nobody plugged it in?
I tried to run it.
Wait, for 14? Oh, I got 28.6.
28.6. This would be a degree. We're doing an angle on this one.
Yep.
Wait, that can't be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I got too. I didn't say anything.
He was afraid. Alright. On 5, what do we have?
No, side and angle.
Side, angle, side. So this time we have to use log cosine. Log cosine. So, oh, I didn't put my x down. They want us to find this one. So, we're looking for the side. Now this is side angle side because these are the two sides and this is the angle between them. This is the missing side. Not forgiven.
Oh, it's
Oh, he's,
Oh, the front door?
Keep going.
yeah, I think I did something wrong.
what'd you,
I got 188.9.
something wrong?
Yeah.
I got 13.7.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, why are you so bad?
13.7.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what I did wrong too.
Did you guys tell him that I was there?
Yeah.
We were just hoping to see it.
They saw you.
Goodbye.
Adios. When I went to open the door like this, I was this far away and it opened. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So, because that's what x squared equals, that means we have to square root everything. Anybody get this one?
That's what I did wrong.
30.7?
13.
13.7? Okay, that sounds about right. Okay, and number 6, the last of these is side, side, side. So that one is since sine of the angle equals this, we have to do sine inverse of that. Let you guys try first.
I think I did something wrong. I got a negative number.
Yeah, it's probably wrong.
How do you know what number to plug in first?
This one.
Okay, so if we're looking for angle C, side C would be the one that you subtract. The order of addition doesn't matter. These two are interchangeable, but C is the side that's across from the angle we're looking for. So 10 should be the one we're subtracting. So 5 squared plus 7 squared minus 10 squared.
Is it?
Or 2 times 5 times 7. Huh?
111.8?
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about an angle.
Yeah.
And see how it's kind of like obtuse looking? So that's probably right.
I don't know what I did.
Alright, so here's what you should plug in.
You also thought it was
Hmm?
cosine inverse?
Oh, God. Gosh. Oh, did you do it right?
Yeah.
No, I read it
cosine.
wrong. Yeah, it's a lot of cosines. Not a lot of sines, my bad. Gosh. That was my goofy imitation. Huh? Okay, what'd you say, 111.8 degrees? You can't always trust a picture, but I mean, I tried to draw it accurately. That might be 111 is bigger than 90. Okay, number 7. So this is find the area. You guys remember our little area formula? Am I going to make you guys memorize this? I think I will put this on the board. It's not a hard formula, but for a triangle, that works for an area formula. This works when you have side angle side. So if I had like this, that's side angle side, that area formula would do it.
Is that what we're solving?
Yeah, sure. Basketball homecoming ballot. Boys. Landon Norris. Cade Kelly. Logan Scott. Carson Bice. Cooper Burnett. You guys know these people? Parker Francis. Daniel Marquez. Karen. I made the test on the back of that sheet. I looked up and I saw Emily and I waved at her and she dabbed. She just... Okay, the sides of an isosceles triangle, what are the angles? Yeah, so if we had done, what I planned on doing yesterday, we would have seen these. Actually, we did do this one a couple days ago.
Is it in centimeters? The area?
Sure. Alright, what did you guys get for 7?
25.
25.5 centimeters squared. Alright, so you should have done 1/2 times 7 times 9 times sine of. No problem. Okay. We're probably gonna need that later, that area formula. Good crap. That's a lot of water.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper water.
I would cry if it was Dr.
Why would you cry?
I hate Dr. Pepper.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong? It's a lost generation. You hate Dr. Pepper, Willow hates Chick-fil-A.
I don't hate Chick-fil-A.
Yes, you do, bro.
You don't get a right to speak.
Exactly. There you go.
It's just not my favorite.
Like every single time, I'm like,
Like, I'd rather eat it.
Have you tried Chick-fil-A sauce?
I don't like Chick-fil-A.
exactly.
Yeah, the
She
best.
hates it.
What is wrong with you?
Every time I'm like, hey, let's get some food. Do you want some food? And she's like,
You probably,
she's like,
are you one of those people that doesn't like hamburgers or chocolate or ice
She
cream?
doesn't like hamburgers. She hates canes too.
What?
Canes.
Oh, I've never been there.
You should.
That's for lunch.
We should go.
It's like beef
I mean,
tacos.
Yeah, it's a barbecue versus
Barbecue, yeah.
sandwich. Yeah.
Okay, so on number 8, now you could use a lot of cosines. That's kind of the hard way to do it. Let's make this a 6 so it'll be easier for me. You can use a lot of cosines because it's side, side, side. Does anybody remember the easier way? We talked about this one.
Angles are.
If you draw in the altitude, it creates 2 right triangles. So instead of using, and it splits these in 2 congruent right triangles, so this would be a 3. And instead of using law of cosines, that big one, you can use the much easier SOHCAHTOA. Okay, either way, it's fine though. It doesn't matter. But if we use SOHCAHTOA, this angle relative to this angle, this is adjacent hypotenuse. Another cosine. Adjacent over hypotenuse. So this will do it. No, the one on the test does come out as a decimal. That's fine. I mean, they did put like a number like 5 here, so this would be like 2.5. Same idea. What is cosine inverse of 3/8? 67.8? 9. Okay, so we can do the same thing over here, but these triangles are identical, and
68.
so that's 67.9 as well. And then this top angle will be 180, take away these 2. There.
Please make sure this is posted.
We'll see what happens.
If that's not posted, I'm failing tomorrow. I might just fail anyway.
Just for fun. It's not that bad, is it? I mean, you could have used law of cosines. That's what you probably would have done naturally, and it would have worked.
I think once you get into like the word problems, are there gonna be a lot of word problems?
Yeah, this whole back page is words,
Bruh.
Why?
but they're not that many. Well, they did draw pictures on these 2.
So they have pictures on it, but they're word problems.
Well, yeah, kind of.
I don't know how to draw the pictures for those ones.
I don't either.
Okay.
It makes sense to me.
At a distance of 500 meters, the angle of elevation to the top of a building is 60 degrees. How tall is the building? It's going to be giant. Okay, at a distance of 500 meters,
So it's this way.
right. So the building is 500 meters away.
Okay. And then the angle.
The angle of elevation to the top of the building, I said was 60.
So it's that up all the way to the top. Okay.
Looking out is 60
Well,
degrees.
now this makes sense, but when I see it on paper,
Okay, these numbers that I gave were kind of ridiculous. If you're 500 meters, that's half a kilometer. And if you have to see the top, you have to look 60 degrees up. It's gonna be like the world's tallest building, basically, but it's okay. Let's pretend it makes sense. What was the question? How tall is the building?
60, 30, 90.
Okay, yeah, but the one on the test is not, so we can't use that. But we can use
30.
right triangle trick. So, do you remember 30, 60, 90 trick?
No.
I didn't think so. Well, it's from the long leg to the short leg. You can divide by square root of 3. That was a trick. But really what you're going to have to do on the test is SOHCAHTOA. So, relative to this angle, we're looking for opposite. We have adjacent. So, tangent, yes. Tangent of 60 equals opposite over adjacent. See, no problem.
yeah, but this is gonna be difficult on the test, right?
No, it's like a twin of the one on the test.
We should make the problem on the test bonus, but we have to do.
No. This is a normal question.
Unless
This,
you don't tell us it's
I
bonus.
expect you guys to be able to do this.
You expect too much from me.
Alright, how tall is that building?
Very.
66.
Nearly a kilometer tall. I wonder, I think the tallest building is in like Dubai. I wonder how tall it is. I would Google it if I didn't need to argue. Okay, this one a little more concerning. A regular hexagon is inscribed in a circle of radius 6. What's the area?
There are 6 sides.
Regular hexagon. I think the one on the test is an octagon. You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah.
7 sides.
I'm not.
8
I'm
sides.
joking. She was so confident.
What did I say? What did I say the radius was? 6?
Shut up. Your handwriting is so nice.
Okay, so do you guys remember the trick for this one?
360 minus 6, or divided by 6.
So when you draw in the radii, it creates triangles. And we're going to find the area of one of these triangles and multiply by 6. Yeah, each of these radii is 6 inches because that's in the problem. And Issa said, how do we find this angle here?
360 divided by 6.
360 divided by 6. This is 360. And there's 6 triangles in here. A lot of 6's on this problem. So, how do we find the size of this? Well, that goes back to number whatever it was. This little formula right here. We got side angle side, so we can use this area formula. 1/2 times 6 times 6 times 6. But that would give us the area of one triangle, so what else do we need to do? That is 6, yes. This is the devil's hexagon.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
We're canceling you.
How dare
What
you
if we-
push this wall?
I'm uncancelable.
We're blocking or banning your, you can.
Yeah,
Actually,
we're
I
all
need
gonna unfollow you, actually.
Massive.
It's okay, Easton will make it. For everybody that drops out, Easton will make 1,000 fake ones.
No, him too. That is not what I got.
How did you not get that?
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
3 squared to 4
Yeah.
squared. That's
Okay, I didn't label, oh, I said inches, I guess, so inches squared. I don't really know, I just made this problem up, so I don't know the area, but that sounds okay to
What
me.
you get, Lisa? I'm not telling you.
Top secret. Did you plug this in?
Yeah. Why?
Did you make sure this times 6 was not in the sign?
Yes. Yes. I'm looking at it right now.
No, just do, switch it to decimals.
Oh,
Switch what decimals?
The 54 point.
Hey, surprise.
After all this time, you still don't know how to use your calculator.
All this time you're still ugly. This is still the
Be
best.
kind.
Wait.
Hope saying be kind.
I'm showing Mr. Jordan courtesy for
Yeah,
being kind to assist.
I mean, I'm tired,
But
but I'm
it's
not.
not.
I'm not
Hey, I
that
thought we
serious.
said we were gonna
But
do
that's
it.
the idea that could-
I am.
But it's not your best.
Yeah, I think you're overestimating Issa.
Yeah.
I think that's what-
Well, she was the one that pointed it out. She was like, we gotta be on that.
I mean, right after I
That's
was like,
when it
really
yeah.
makes me feel.
No, that was good.
And then she's over here being.
Yeah, but now I'm sure.
I'm not. Being quiet.
Costing.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Right after working out.
Okay, this might be the hardest one on the test.
Bro.
The more you do, the more points you get. It's kind of like an essay.
But it looks kind of like this, right?
Yeah, this is not the hardest version because they did give us the right angle, which helps. So this, you guys remember the trick?
Yeah.
You draw in a diagonal,
Oh, I hate these.
and then you have two triangles, and you find the area of those two triangles.
Isn't there like multiple ways you can do this?
So.
I can't think of another way. I can only think of one.
Cause like Caden found like a weird answer when he did it.
If you draw, you mean drawing the other diagonal?
No, like, I forgot.
Okay. You might be thinking of a different problem. Do you guys want to try, or you want to talk about it? Or you don't? Talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, how would we find the area of this triangle?
Oh, 1/2, 10.
Yeah, the basic formula, 1/2 base times height. So 10 times 15 is 150, and half of that is 75. Okay, that's the easy part. Okay, so what we're going for up here is like side angle side. So we have this side, we don't really have this angle, kind of part of it, but, and then we don't have this side. How could we find, so side angle side, how could we find this side? Pythagorean theorem. It's 223, 325, x squared. What's the square root of 325? Por favor. 5 squared of 18? 13? Def. Okay, how could I find this angle?
Subtract.
I could find this angle and subtract it from 110. This angle is in a right triangle, so I can use SOHCAHTOA. Sine of x, or sorry, tangent of x equals opposite over adjacent. So I could do tangent inverse. $20, 33.7. Have to get it wrong the first time. Okay, so this angle up here would be 110 minus that. And then we have enough information for side angle side. The other area formula. What was that? Must have touched it accidentally. This board is kind of warm. I'm getting a little concerned.
Getting it one.
for that. With the change I've got in my pocket.
Or come in when the school's not going on and switch
Bring
yours
Steal
with
somebody
someone
else's.
else's. They
Or
would
just-
never know.
I was just gonna say smash it and get a balloon, but okay.
Or
take one from
blame it on
the-
the student, to be
Blame it on
honest.
Take one from,
When in doubt, blame Romy.
they have two for some reason.
Yeah, take one from the Oasis room, no one needs that.
Dang, that's a large number.
Alright, what'd you get?
I got 706.8.
That seems big.
Yeah.
It's 262.7.
I got
That seems,
62.7.
I think mine is
it
like,
seems a little more reasonable.
I have a 1 above mine.
I mean, this one was 75, so. Now, I did just make up these numbers, but I think, yeah, it's about right. Okay, so the total area is just these two areas added together, 262.7 plus 75. I guess I didn't label it.
Is that it?
Yeah, we survived a hard one. Oh, that's not the end of the test. Now there's, remember I said there's 13.
At least at 14.
14 counting the bonus. No, I don't think I'm gonna put the bonus up here.
You should.
Should I? I told you it was kind of like 14 from that assignment we turned in yesterday.
I don't
Or,
remember.
yeah. It is bonus, so I'm not really concerned. Okay, they did draw a picture for this one. Says observers at point A and B, 40 kilometers apart. They did draw it for us, but
Where do you want to test?
they did it, yes, so they drew it. 40 kilometers apart at angles, sight an airplane at angles of elevation, we'll say 50 and 70 degrees. So that means when they're looking up, this guy's looking up at a 50 degree angle, this one's 70 degree angle. They drew all this. As shown in the diagram. How far is the plane from each observer? So, here's the airplane. I'm really good at airplanes.
Really good.
Ooh. What's the back of an airplane look like?
God, that's like, yeah, that looks like a,
Hope's jealous of my artistic ability. It's kind of sad.
yeah, so I have
Look
competition.
at my friend.
You can't get worse than Will.
Hey, that's not very nice.
What would a stick airplane look like?
Not a stick. Oh, wait, doesn't it have like a fin up top?
You look like a little propeller.
It's got a fin. No, airplanes don't have fins on top.
I swear.
It's got one in the back.
What is that?
The cockpit. I don't know.
Yeah, you ruined it.
All right.
It looks like a person lying down.
Somebody died. Okay. So how are we gonna do this? Well, we have angle, side angle. This is not a law of cosines. It's not side angle side. That's good news. But like if I did sine of 50 over y equals sine of 70 over x, that wouldn't work because I'm missing a piece of info. How did you know this angle is 60? 180 minus 62. So it's kind of a repeat trick of what we did. Why is that not? Okay, whatever. So now we can do sine of 60 over 40. See, this one's not bad. Equals sine of 70 over x. And you kind of repeat that for y.
Is there ever gonna be one where it's like you have to do double cosine inverse e? Like the
No, I didn't put that on there. So that was when we had to solve the entire triangle,
Uh-huh.
and so I just put like one part at a time on each
Oh.
problem. So no, we shouldn't run into that problem. Okay, uno más. Oh, you know which problem we haven't done yet? The last assignment. Navigation, you guys' favorite, I think, right?
Is there anything with like hours on the test? 'Cause I don't
Oh, this one's not quite. The normal navigation problem is actually the bonus problem. So 13 is not exactly, it's not like the heading stuff, although it kind of does sound like navigation.
So, is there any hours on the test?
The hours just works kind of like, well, on the bonus there's, okay. Oh, did you guys finish this? Well, you should try at
I don't
least.
know how the hours work.
Well, a lot of the problems, they just worked as like the distance because we didn't know how fast they were going. But if they do tell you the speed, you just take the hours times the speed to get the distance. Like, if you're going 60 miles an hour for 3 hours, you've gone 60 times 380 miles. Anyways, did you guys get these?
43.4.
And
35.4.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. Nobody objects?
No.
Alright.
And I object to the fun of it.
Well, you don't like Chick-fil-A, so you don't get a voice.
Yeah, you don't get this.
Okay. We got anything to bully you about? 13. Actually, if you don't like ice cream,
I love ice cream.
that's
We
when
can tell.
It runs in my family's blood.
we just
It
said
wasn't your fault.
you just alley-ooped Hope.
Sorry. I was doing so good.
When were you doing good exactly?
The entire time, actually. In this class.
I was gonna say something racist.
Way to have self-control. All right, 13.
But I'm a better person than Hope.
You're a bigger person. Stop. I did so good on this. You walked into that. You walked into that.
That's basically you saying the same thing.
Stop giving her alley-oops and
Yeah,
she'll stop
exactly.
dunking on you.
Guess
Okay, two ships leave port on a course that differs by 80 degrees.
It's about yellow.
All right, two ships leave port on a course that differs by 80 degrees. This isn't really the navigation
Did you do
problem.
a picture on this one?
Is it like?
They did not draw pictures.
Oh, they like come down.
So yeah, they're just 80 degrees on a different course. So it's just something like this. This is not really the navigation problem I was drawing. Each ship travels 30 knots. Knots is kind of like miles, basically. So that's a distance. Okay. How far apart are they after 1 hour?
Is this a side?
Okay, this is a side angle side. It also, however, so you could use a lot of cosines. It also is a isosceles triangle. So you could use that trick. But yeah, let's just go with side angle side law of cosines. So I'll call that C, what we're looking for. How far apart are they? Which means I'm gonna guess it's like 40. Somewhere around 40.
38.
38.6. Alright, we'll call it. Oh, knots is a speed. I said that right. Knots is a speed. It tells you how many nautical miles per